date is February 20th, 1962. The time, 9:47 a.m. The voice you'll hear is that of John Herschel Glenn, 40-year-old Marine Corps officer, one of 7 Mercury astronauts. 2 of these astronauts have already reached space. Alan Shepard and Gus Grissom made short, successful flights down the Atlantic Missile Range from Cape Canaveral. Now it's time for the long voyage, 3 orbits around the Earth. The nation has suffered with John Glenn through 10 postponements, but today conditions are right. Glenn is lifted into the spacecraft that he named Friendship 7. He waits, flat on his back. The countdown moves into its final seconds. Listen now to the end of the count, the launch, and Glenn's first words.
3, 2, 1, 0. Roger, the clock is operating. We're underway. You're loud and clear. Roger, we're programming and roll okay. A little bumpy along about here. Roger. Stand by for 20 seconds. Roger.
The tremble in Glenn's voice was caused by the tremendous shock of blastoff. Now, under smoother conditions, Glenn continues his report.
We're smoothing out some now, getting out of the vibration area. Roger, you feel max Q, flight progress. Roger, feels good through max Q and smoothing out real fine. Cabin pressure coming down by 7. Okay, flight very smooth now. Sky looking very dark outside. All Roger, reading you loud and clear 7. Cape is go. We're standing by for you. Roger, Cape is go and I am go. Our capsule is in good shape. Fuel 103, 102, oxygen 78,100. Cabin pressure holding steady at 5.8. Amps is 2.6. All systems are go. Indicating 6 Gs.
5 minutes after liftoff, Cape Canaveral confirms that Glenn is in orbit. Here is Glenn's reply.
Roger, 0 G, and I feel fine. Capsule is turning around. Oh, that view is tremendous. Roger, time is started. Roger, capsule turning around, and I could see the booster during turnaround just a couple of 100 yards behind me. It was beautiful. Roger, 7, you have a go, at least 7 orbits. Roger, understand go for at least 7 orbits. The Friendship 7 can see clear back a big cloud pattern way back across toward the Cape. Beautiful sight.
At orbit altitude, the force of gravity is 0. The human body becomes weightless. How will weightlessness affect our astronauts? Here is Glenn's first reaction.
We're all set. This is very comfortable at 0 G. I have nothing but very fine feeling. It just feels very normal and very good. Have very little dirt floating around in the capsule, just a little bit. And preparing to take Xylo still at present time. This Friendship 7, the head movements cause no sensations whatsoever. Feel fine. Reach test, I can hit directly to any spot that I want to hit. I have no problem reaching for knobs and have adjusted to 0 G very easily, much easier than I really thought I would. I have excellent vision on the charts, no astigmatism or any malfunctions at all. I feel fine so far, over. Roger, understand.
High over the Atlantic Ocean, Glenn sights another continent.
This is Friendship 7, have beautiful view of the African coast, both in the scope and out the window. Out the window is by far the best view. Part of the Canaries was hidden by clouds.
Gordon Cooper, another astronaut and close friend of Glenn, is in a tracking station in Australia. Listen as Glenn says hello.
Roger, how you doing, Gordo? We're doing real fine up here. Everything is going very well, over. John, you're sounding good. Roger, control fuel is 90100, oxygen is 75100, amps are 22. All systems are still go, having no problems at all. Control system operating fine, over.
Now, from 150 miles above Australia, a weather report.
The only unusual thing I have noticed is a rather high, what it would appear to be a haze layer up some 7 or 8 degrees above the horizon on the night side. The stars, I can see through it as they go down toward the real horizon, but it's a very visible single band or layer pretty well up above the normal horizon. Over.
The people of Perth, Australia were asked to light up their city for Glenn. It was a test of night visibility from orbital altitude.
You may observe some lights down there. You want to take a check on them out to your right, over? Roger, I'm all set to see if I can't get them in sight. Roger, I do have lights in sight on the ground, over. Did you understand it? Just off to your right there? That's affirmative. Just to my right, I can see a big pattern of lights, apparently right on the coast. I can see the outline of a town and a very bright light just to the south of it. On down. And Rockingham, you're saying that? Roger, the lights show up very well, and I'll thank everybody for turning them on, will you? Very well, John. Very fine.